What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. This is our top 10 hottest selling comics of the week, our weekly video series brought to you by PopCultureZone.com. Before we get into this week's top 10 books, don't forget to check out PopCultureZone.com's. Their links are below. Check them out if you're interested in getting your hands on some awesome exclusive and incentive variants at affordable costs, CGC slabs, and of course all different kinds of pop culture items, including toys and statues. And if you're buying raw books, they ship at a flat rate fee of only $4.99. You also do not pay taxes, with the exception of New Jersey. Pop Culture Zone is also on eBay, where they still hold a 100% customer feedback rating with over 8,000 ratings this year alone. So again, those links are below to their website and their eBay store. Check them out and make sure you follow them on eBay as well.
Here we go, Chris. We're going to just jump right into the top 10 hottest comics of the week. At number 10, we have Destroyer Duck. Number 1, first appearance of Gru. At number 9, we have Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 6. The David Nakayama 1 in 25 variant. At number 8, we have Ultimate Fallout number 4. I have no idea why that book is hot, Chris. At number 7, that's a joke, everybody. Come on. At number 7, we have Young Avengers number 1. At number 6, we have Daredevil. Number 10, the second appearance, the first cover appearance of Maya Lopez, a.k.a. Echo. At number 5, we have Superman, Son of Kal-El. Number 1, the 1 in 53rd print variant. At number 4, we have Daredevil, number 11, first appearance of Maya Lopez as Echo. You got the 9, 10, and 11, the trifecta right there. Number 3, we have Avengers number 19, the first appearance of Swordsman. And at number 2, we have Fantastic Four 110, the first cover appearance of Agatha Harkness. And at number 1, we have Noctera number 1. Did you like that song, Chris?
You went longer last week. I was thinking you were going to go even longer this week.
All right, moving on. Chris, what is your first most interesting book of this list?
My first pick at number 3 is a book that I want to own so bad. I've been loving these series. I've been loving every cover and variant cover, and it's Wonder Woman Black, number 6. The David Nakayama 1 in 25 variant. This thing is absolutely just freaking gorgeous, beautiful. As an artist myself, as a pencil artist, I absolutely love the penciling rendition of Wonder Woman with the gold, which has been the theme of this whole series. But this one, just the action of it, the color that they used for the gold. Oh my God, this book is absolutely amazing. I have not bought this book. It did have 180% upward trend in sales this week. I think I bought the B cover, the regular cardstock B cover for this, which was an amazing cover in and of itself. This one had a high raw sale this last week of $156. Wow. I want this book bad. I'd be willing. And for those that know me, I've spent like a premium on a variant like twice, where I spent like $30 or $39.99 for like an exclusive variant. I would not spend over $100 or even close to $156 for this book. I'd pay a premium, but it's just way up there. So I really do hope that this book's price comes back down a bit, because I want to own this book. I picked this book simply because, again, this is just, I'm going to assume, guys, I'm going to make a hunch that this was a situation where people got in front of their computers or their phones or their tablets and went out and bought this book and paid top dollar simply because they saw that book and they wanted it. This wasn't, it's a speculation book. And I'm not saying none of that was there. Anytime you have hype on a book, it's never just one reason, right? There's never just one buyer doing it for the same reason as every other buyer. But I guarantee you, people were willing to dish money out for this book because they saw that cover and they absolutely needed to have that book. That, as an artist, I absolutely love when that happens. This is probably one of my favorite covers of the year right here.
It is a gorgeous, we're going to bring it up one more time. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Absolutely outstanding. 100%. That's an interesting pick. Definitely. I got to give props to my neighbor who's watching. He said, good show, guys. Thanks, man.
Right.
Where are you? I got to go. We got a lot of engagement going on. Anyways, Rich, I appreciate you watching. All right, moving on, Chris. What is your second most interesting book of the week?
Well, I had to pick a book that there was a couple on the list that pertain to this character. I went with Daredevil number 10 as my number 2 pick. The second appearance, first cover of Maya Lopez. Again, another one that you were just saying earlier in the show, Jeff, about these Marvel Knights, the Daredevil run, just amazing covers, just beautiful. But Maya Lopez, Echo, without giving any spoilers away, I'm sure we all know that she is shown up in the Hawkeye show. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We got a little bit of her backstory. I'm really digging it. I think this character has potential in 2 ways. And I talk about this a lot because a lot of people think, oh, this craziness of, just because a character shows up in the MCU in a TV show or a movie and it's all this speculation, it's the wrong reason to go out and want to buy a book and all this. But I always say that it does something to the fans where they see these characters and they're even more invested in the characters and they want to go back to the comic books, and it drives this intrinsic love, this intrinsic interest, instead of just saying, oh, this character showed up, I need to spec on this and I need to buy it because I have FOMO because it's just going to get hot. Again, it's not just that. I like what this character is doing, and I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I haven't read this run. I have never been too familiar with Echo as a character, and me seeing her in this show is I probably can't afford these books now, but I'm going to go see if I can read them on, Marvel Unlimited, because I am invested in this character now. I want to know more about this character. So that's why I put this book on my list. 128% upward trend in sales this week. A high sale, CGC 9.8, $360. So definitely getting some steam there.
Yeah. The way she was portrayed in episode 3, badass. She's a badass. And I'm excited to see more about her. I'm with you, man. I wasn't collecting during this time period either, so I don't know much about her, but I am definitely interested to hear more, especially she's getting her own solo series. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of interest, and I think it is generated with people who are fans of this character. But we can't sit here and talk about Echo because there's another book coming up right here that introduces a slew of characters, and it's Chris, I'll let you explain. Go ahead.
I had Ultimate Fallout 4 on my list of top 3 picks last week. A book that I call a modern blue chip key. Back on the top 10. It was there again this week. It's not number one. It's not my number 1 pick this week, but I bring it up because I think this book that I picked is definitely in that same league of books, and that is Young Avengers number 1.
Woo!
And do I really wish I purchased this book when I could? I mean this when I say it, folks. I do believe this is a modern blue chip key. If Ultimate Fallout 4 is the Hulk 181 of modern comics, and I'll reiterate, I don't mean neck and neck in terms of dollar amount value, but I mean what it means to this generation. It is this generation's Hulk 181. If Ultimate Fallout 4 is this generation's Hulk 181, Young Avengers number 1 is this generation's Giant Size X-Men number 1. Hands down, in my humble opinion. Let's just look at numbers real quick. A 99% upward trend in sales with a high CGC 9.8 of $1,125. That's $1,125. Now, here's a bit of context. In May, we saw a peak high $1,500 sale for a CGC 9.8. That was around when, Falcon and Winter Soldier was out, and, there was stuff characters in that show that were being introduced. We had already seen Speed and Wiccan in WandaVision. So, and then we got Patriot in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then we saw another record high for 1575 in September. But here's the thing. Both of those sales are a bit of two outliers, because if you look from, spring all the way to today, and it did drop in the summer a little bit. It dropped a little bit below $1,000 for a little bit there. But at its peaks, this book's fair market value has hovered around $1,200. So if you look at the high this week at $1,125, it's still right around that mark. And I think what this book is going to do, again, it's going to stand the test of time, in my opinion. And this goes kind of to what I was saying about the Daredevil book with Echo, but on a whole nother level. Because why? Right now, number one, Kate Bishop. And Jeff, this goes back to how me and you broke down our feelings on the show right now. Now, of course, not everybody likes Hawkeye. Not everybody likes anything Marvel does. Not everybody likes everything all the time. But it's enough right now where I just think Kate Bishop is going to be a character. She's going to be a character that we're seeing on screen, that we are falling in love with, and we are going to really get involved in, and we're going to want to go back to the comic books and invest in that character. I really think it's going to happen. I think a lot of this younger generation is going to continue to look at these characters, the Miles Moraleses, the Kate Bishops in the Young Avengers, Kamala Khans. And this book, look, if you look at the numbers too, with everything that's being set up, it never really cooled down tremendously. And even right now with Kate Bishop with the show showing up, it didn't like balloon, like, for example, like UF4 did, once we got, that book balloon when we got the video game and, when the Into the Spider-Verse 2 was announced. I do think that there's going to be more steep upward trends for this book in the near future as the show plays out, the Hawkeye show plays out. And then when we do finally see even more emerge with the Young Avengers in the MCU, look for it to climb even more. But again, outside of all the spec hype, considering the ebb and flow that we're probably still going to see, I stand here today and I call this book the giant size X-Men #1 of this generation.
Not a bad call at all. Not only that, you got Iron Lad, who is a Kang variant, basically. It was an excellent story, too. I read the whole thing. It's not like a goofy teen kind of story or what have you. It's really good. You got Stature in there as well, who's she's going to be in Ant-Man Quantumania, who's Scott Lang's daughter. So it's so much going on with that book. I love that series. Y'all should definitely read that series. But I agree. I'm not so sure I agree with you when you say that there's going to be steep incline as the Hawkeye series progresses. I don't really agree with that. We already got Kate Bishop here, right? So we'll see what happens down the road. But I absolutely agree. This book is going to be harder to obtain as time goes on.
Yeah, I see that. I see two things happening during the next few episodes of the show. I see Kate Bishop's character obviously being more ingrained into the MCU purpose-wise.
Yeah.
And then I also see that I think there's going to be a tie-in that's going to what's the word I'm looking for? That's going to get us deeper into a young Avengers, or get us closer to a Young Avengers forming or showing up. I think something is going to happen by the end of the show that's going to either Easter egg that or point to that, or be something that's going to leave us hanging saying, oh, this is coming.
Well, you are the guy that called Luke Skywalker in Mandalorian season 2. So
I still love that. Oh my God. Yeah, we got to run. We got to go back and that was the conversation that we had privately, huh?
I can't remember. We'll have to go.
Oh
We'll
my
have to
God.
scour
I
through
really
all
wish
the
I would've
episodes.
recorded that. Because I remember you had watched it and I didn't watch
There was,
it.
yes.
And you were like asking me, and I was telling you exactly what was gonna happen, and you were like trying so hard.
That's
not
right.
to-
It was a private conversation. I wish that was recorded because you did call it. You
were like-
called it.
I
Incredible.
really, literally, I think you thought I was trolling you, huh? Like I was lying, and I had like watched the show or something.
Yeah, I did actually. I kept it to myself. But anyway, we're getting off course here. We're getting off course. That is the top 10 hottest comics of the week. It was a good list this week. We'll have another hopefully great list next week.